Hey, so today we'll be looking at linear simulated texture and how we can use line to create the illusion of texture. We'll start off just with contour lines where I draw the outlines of shapes and the shapes within those shapes, and then wrap those lines around the circle. Now I'm going to work out my value planes. I'll work out my highlights and my midtones. And then I start shading into my shadows using a linear mark. And then I take that linear mark and I start exaggerating it. And that is how I create the texture. This is where I'm exaggerating the lines that are already there. I just continue doing that, being conscious of where my value planes are, so where my highlights are and my midtones. But then there's also textures within those value planes, and I need to be creating those and emphasizing those with lines. See how I treat the edges quite carefully and make sure that the edges of the shapes agree with the kind of mark that I'm using in the shapes as well. Mostly working with lines, working with thin layers first, and then here you can see I've got a thin layer of line, and here I'm putting a more defined line over that, and I'm being quite careful, and I'm dropping my pencil, so I'm working on the point sometimes and I'm working with the side of it sometimes. Here you can see the edge of the shape, the contour line, which is really working with the quality of line, and it's hairy or linear. And then my mark making is also linear. I work lightly in with lines, and then I define those lines and also add shadows in and midtones and leave highlights. I hope you find this helpful, and I hope that you enjoy engaging with texture, and especially linear texture. Thanks for watching this.